What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a magnificent Monday so far. Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the city. This is the Atlanta version of the show, and we're happy to be here. It is Monday, February 23rd. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with two N's.
What's up?
And Million.
Hey.
All right. It's still Black History Month.
Black History! Yeah. And it's the last week, baby!
And it's the last week. We got some heavy hitters for you this week, so let's dive into it. Here is your 1 minute of Black excellence with Rondell with two N's.
Now, look, man, we've been talking about the Olympics. The Olympics been going on, but before Olympic training facilities were a thing, and while growing up in the segregated South, Alice Coachman practiced high jumping barefoot on dope roads in Albany, Georgia, because black girls weren't allowed to use public athletic fields. In 1948, she became the first black woman from any country to win an Olympic gold medal. She was champion of the world, Craig. Champion of the world. Okay? The only American woman to win track and field gold at 1948 at the London Olympics. After her Olympics win, she couldn't enter through the front door of her own hometown celebration because of what? Segregation. And the mayor didn't even shake her hand. White people said, we love America, but we don't love you. All right? So later she became one of the first black female athletes to land a major endorsement deal with Coca-Cola in the early 1950s. Alice Coachman didn't just break a record. She proved that even when the system lowers the ceiling, black excellence still finds a way to rise above it. And that, my friend, is your 1 minute of Black excellence, baby.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, man.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, man. Get deeper and deeper now. You know what I'm saying? Deeper and running barefoot. Now, here's the thing. Running barefoot is probably the best thing ever to do when you're younger. And on top of that, you are the fastest when you run barefoot.
Do you think that?
Oh, bro, I think when I'm barefoot, I run like super fast.
Do you still walk around barefoot?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Outside?
I'm from the country. I'm a country dude.
I will walk outside barefoot, but I'm not running.
Oh yeah,
barefoot.
we run barefoot, walk barefoot.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What happens? What's got you running barefoot?
I actually broke my foot playing basketball barefoot. Like, yeah.
Well, that is anybody surprised?
No, nobody.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. I love barefoot. Like, I don't like socks. Like,
You just need to be free.
yeah, like my feet. I got first of all, no homo. Got pretty feet.
Okay. I'll take your word there. I don't really care to argue that.
Got nice feet. I've been told. You know.
It seems like you've got like cigarette stompers.
No.
If your feet must be hard. You running barefoot all the time?
No, all
you
the
could
time.
stomp out a fire,
Not
couldn't you?
all the time, but
You just be barefoot all the time.
I am barefoot a lot. I like the feeling one with the earth.
Okay.
Maybe y'all need to go get grounded.
No,
Maybe.
I do go ground at
No, you
times.
don't
Yes,
ground.
I
You
do.
don't
I do ground. You don't know about it. You running on concrete. You don't know nothing about it. Stomping out fires with your bare feet. Shoot, I be touching grass. Okay, diving into the news. How do you feel about this? Marietta said they are going to partner with ICE.
Yeah, so this partnership with ICE is required by House Bill 1105. Now, the things that they can do and can't do in House Bill 1105 is pretty interesting. It's not that bad to me. So according to House Bill 1105, a local law enforcement agency must notify ICE if a person is already in custody or jailed and there is probable cause for confirmation that the person is unlawfully present in the U.S. So basically, if they're already in custody, if they're already in trouble, all right, we have to report that to ICE. If that's it, that is if they are like illegal immigrants. If ICE issues a detainer request for someone already in that county jail, the sheriff must also honor the detainer. So they have to follow the law and give that person up to ICE if they ask for him. And if someone is in custody and cannot produce valid identification, law enforcement may check immigration databases and federal systems for them. So basically, they're just saying, hey, we're just going to operate within those limits. They also went out and said that, this isn't the first city to actually do this. This is something, we reported on it, like, I think it was Gwinnett County also.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound that bad, though. They're not going to be going out there doing the mass arrests and things like that we've seen in Minnesota. They're not going to be backing them on a lot of different things.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's great because it's if you were already literally in custody for doing something, You gotta go. Yeah, shoot. If you snuck into this country illegally and you was trying to be here illegally for real, probably don't do anything to end up in jail. You know what I mean? I've never been to jail.
For sure.
It's not, I can't, you messed the bag up
100%.
in that sense. So, I would much rather, and I would almost argue other illegal immigrants would probably rather you do just go for the people who've winded up in jail and just leave them alone while they're in these streets. Like,
why haven't we done this already? Why haven't every other city done this already? Like, bro, this is probably the most genius thing to do. Hey, go get the people already, like you said, in jail. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of illegal immigrants inside of the jail system in Fulton County right now. I promise you.
Okay.
There's probably a ton.
So there's a statistic that says in February, Georgia had more than 4,200 people in ICE detention. That's the 5th highest number nationwide, according to a Syracuse University report. So we do have some people in custody right now with ICE that's detained under that 11 working with just in general.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah.
that is interesting. I would imagine you said it's the state of Georgia, not just Atlanta.
Just
Georgia.
state of Georgia as a whole.
I could see that actually, because we got so much, we got a lot of farmland. And that's where a lot of these legal immigrants were finding work. A lot of construction projects to do in Georgia. So yeah, man, I mean, that's great. I think the reason actually, if we're calling a spade here, the reason why that wasn't happening before is because the Democrat leadership wasn't allowing it. They weren't working with ICE at all. And so that was my argument from the beginning. Remember, I kept saying, like, why would you not want to make this as painless as possible? In some cases, the Democrats were making it worse. If we're saying, like, look, we would like to come in here and round up all these legal immigrants who are in the prisons, who are in the jails, who you have in your system, they've committed crimes before, give us their information. And you say no.
Now,
at that point, why? Who are we protecting here as well?
Quick question, Lana. Does this go with the DOJ in their whole, like, where they were trying to delegate money out? Does this go with that in a sense? Or would this be under that regimen? Or is this their own? Does Georgia make its own rules when it comes to...
Yes,
it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a House bill. This is something that they had to vote on. This is like the Georgia legislators had to vote on.
Okay.
This. Yeah. So they're just working with the DOJ.
I got you.
He's talking about the Department of Homeland Security, DHS funding.
Yeah.
That is now, I'm like 90% sure it's still in pause. I think they're still shut down. The government technically is still shut down over that.
Okay.
So they still don't have like TSA.
Yeah.
What it affects right now. So like that. Like, so I think I would be so mad if I was TSA, just as an aside, because everybody's forgotten.
Yeah.
Most of the government's open. It's not a big story right now. They're just not getting paid. And nobody cares. Nobody's right for them. Crazy. Okay, another major story here in Metro Atlanta. There was a man that was found dead in a park in Cobb County, and some people in the community feel like the details and the investigation are a little off.
Yeah, so this 20-year-old man, his name is Kyle Basinga. It was reported that he was missing on February 15th, and 3 days later, his body was found in a wooded area of the Fair Oaks Park in Marietta. Now, a lot of people online are speculating and saying that he hung himself. There's no official reports that's saying that, but there's a lot of different people that are saying this online that he did hang himself. Now, again, this isn't coming from us. That's what people are reporting. Police investigated the area and said that they found no signs of any wrongdoing. And one report also said that the witness account that they had seen, the witness basically had seen the young man entering the park alone by himself around, I think, 4:00 p.m. Now, officials are basically trying to say that this young man took his own life.
Really?
If the reports from online are actually accurate, he was found with a noose around his neck or something like that, and he was hanging. People are saying like that's not something that black people do, like black men do. I've seen a lot of people online saying that. What do y'all think? Do you think when you hear this, I told you the reports, the official reports, they're saying that he took his own life. This is Marietta.
I think that, okay, we really should clarify, especially because we have it there, that the officials have not said that he was even found hanging in the tree. They haven't given any information. So what they've said is that they did a sweep of the wooded area. Evidence at the scene indicated self-inflicted harm. They didn't find signs of a struggle or forced entry or third-party involvement. And they have not said the specific manner of death or whether there were surveillance videos or anything. Or what physical evidence led to their conclusion. They've said nothing. Nothing has been officially said. So people online started saying that this was a hanging. And that's kind of what's gotten this so charged. Why the community starts feeling off. We don't know if that's true or not. We're just telling you why some people, the rumors that are going around right now about this case. This is why some people are so suspicious. So with that said, I don't know if this was a hang. I mean, I hope that they start giving details soon, because if you've got this going on, I don't know where they got that from, that it was a hanging, but that would be insane to say someone. It wouldn't even be the first time actually that someone said that a person has hung themselves and they had no suspicious, anything, any suspicious evidence surrounding the case. Would not be the first time. We don't know if that's happening here. But if it is, that is insane.
Yeah, this sounds exactly like Kendrick Johnson.
Tell us about it.
Kendrick Johnson, the guy that was rolled up, the 17-year-old from Lowndes County, but also was rolled up in the mat. They said he just so happened to fall inside the mat, get stuck in the mat, and died. Still to this day, we really don't know what happened to Kendrick Johnson. They said they said he got beat up, or he said he this. There's so many speculations of what sounds just like Kendrick Johnson, exactly like the Kendrick Johnson case, in my opinion, bro. Because when these cases like this happen, bro, they leave us so in this blurry stage of like, all right, what, why? Because what they said with the Kendrick Johnson case is that he jumped inside the mat because his shoe fell down inside the mat, so he went to go get his shoe, and then when he got in the mat was he suffocated while he was stuck upside down. His feet were like up in the air and stuff like that. So it's a big conspiracy of what happened. I don't even think, to be honest, it's a conspiracy. It's like a lot of people know what happened, and a lot of people just won't talk, And I think that's probably what's going to happen with this. A lot of people, somebody probably knows what happened to this kid. 1,000%. Somebody probably knows. You know what I mean? And we probably will never find out the truth, man. And that's the sucky part about it.
Yeah. So again, this happened in Cobb County, but there was another incident that sounds like what people think happened online. Again, people think that this is a hanging. Investigators have not confirmed that whatsoever. They just said they have some evidence on the scene that they won't share with the public, but they say they feel this was a suicide. Last year, there was a 21-year-old. It was a Delta State University freshman, it's in Mississippi, who was found hanging from a tree on the campus. That was also ruled a suicide. His family questions it. His family's wondering where the cameras were and, what caught what. And that had a lot of people just curious on how someone just hangs themselves as a suicide. So I don't know what this is. We'll see what happens. But
So a lot of people was basically saying that it could have been a hanging because, again, we're not reporting that it is. But, it's Black History Month, things like that. But if you're looking at the details, I don't think this is like a black-white thing or he was doing anything malicious. I think it is what it is. And I think the main thing that people should be focused on right now is like mental health, Black men's mental health. Because when he went missing, it was February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. So the family reported him missing on the 15th, and they found him 3 days later, hanging in the tree. So I'm thinking, this is me speculating, maybe he was just like going through something at the time, very emotional. I just want to shine light on Black men's mental health. Recently, it says that many people, suicide is now the leading cause of death for young Black males under the age of 30. That is wild to me.
It is wild.
Suicide rates among Black males have increased significantly over the past decade. Between roughly 2013 and 2023, the suicide rates for Black males rose by more than 30%, according to the CDC. Y'all, I think that the man was hurting. That's what I say. I think that the man was hurting.
Well, check this. If it is what they're predicting it is, or if it is what they saying it is a suicide or, yes, you are correct. Mental health is very important. And black men, we definitely need to talk to somebody. And I'm a huge advocate for mental health. So talk to somebody. It don't matter that it might look lame. It might look gay. It might look whatever you think it might look. It don't matter, dog. Go talk to somebody and get it off your chest. I hope this, I hope this, first of all, I hope this case gets solved regardless and they figure out, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want it to be, it's I'm not gonna say what I was because it'll sound weird with how I'll say it. But yeah, man, mental health is very important. So please, my brothers.
Well, no, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And there are numbers to call if you do need help. So definitely Google that and look that up. In the meantime, what was supposed to be just a regular old ride on a MARTA bus turned into chaos on Memorial Drive.
Yes, it did. I told y'all about these MARTA buses now. Now, look, 8 passengers reportedly injured after a MARTA bus collided with a van overnight on Memorial Drive in DeKalb County, okay? This happened near the intersection of Memorial Drive and Rays Road. A Channel 2 photographer captured a heavily damaged red van with debris scattered across the entire road, okay? When you see debris like that, you already know it's something serious. Now, MARTA police say at least 8 passengers claim injuries. I would have been one of the 8.
As would I.
I would have been one of the 8. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I would have rolled out that MARTA bus. So y'all need to put seatbelts on the bus. Boy, what lawsuit on your hands, real quick.
Listen, I love to hear when people understand the blessing they have just been given. You know what I mean? I hate when people, I'm fine. You're what?
Yeah. Hello.
Let me take your place real quick.
That would have I would have got a quick little check.
I was like,
Quick.
a little stiff.
So messed up that we think like that, but it's so true. The Memorial Drive overnight is already unpredictable. I don't know if you guys ever driven down Memorial Drive. It's first of all, it's not very well lit.
It's very long though.
Yeah. And then you meet a bus and you hit a bus full force with a van. I mean, it's tragedy waiting to happen. So yeah, eight of the injuries, delays, insurance. I'm trying to see where anybody.
What happened in the other car?
Well, I'm trying to read to see if where is that.
Dang.
Oh, MARTA hasn't released any full details yet, but the investigation is still ongoing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts. But at the same time, hey man, y'all go get your money.
I will say those MARTA
go get
buses.
your money.
Those MARTA buses be whipping.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what happened here. I don't know whose fault it was. I don't know the circumstances at all. But honestly, I will say I appreciate that they whip because it's like we got somewhere to be.
Yeah,
I'd be like, you know what, MARTA? Because you always try to cut off the MARTA bus when you see it. So like, man, I'm trying to be behind no bus. But then you get behind one that has like that foot on the pedal. Oh yeah, some of y'all MARTA buses drivers. Y'all get it.
Yeah, and
y'all get it.
MARTA buses. You've ridden.
I've ridden MARTA buses, y'all. Y'all talking about you get behind it. Oh, amazing. I've ridden in one.
First of all, brother, you're getting very defensive.
I've ridden in one. I've gone through it, man. These drivers do be whipping it sometimes.
We're not saying that they don't or do. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get your perspective real quick of is this normal?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's normal though because I mean a lot of times those rides do be smooth, but some of them have some anger issues. Some of them honking and they horn and at people. I mean. And then hitting the double steering wheel motion. It's just like, they do be throwing that thing around.
Okay, throwing that thing around. Yes,
throwing that thing around sometimes.
Okay.
But I love MARTA though. I still love MARTA.
What do they say?
Great.
MARTA is smarter. You
Come
know what I mean?
on, y'all better love public transportation.
Never.
Anywho, a man just got arrested for threatening to shoot up a club in Atlanta. Happened in Edgewood on Valentine's Day, man. Officers are just now releasing information about this.
Yeah. So that's why it's taking so long because it's been almost 3 weeks.
They just released this.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day and night out in Edgewood ended with a man allegedly threatening to shoot up people and retrieving a gun from his trunk at 2:37 in the morning. Now, before I continue the story, I just want to show you the video real quick. I want to show you the video. Yeah, video for this. So I want to show you this.
Put the gun down.
Look at the video. I mean, gun right in his hand.
Wait.
Gun down.
Oh, that's police?
Yeah, that's police.
Yeah, where you going?
I ain't did nothing, bro. Turn around.
I ain't did nothing.
I didn't do nothing, bro.
What?
I just want to.
Turn around.
So
Wait, hold on, can you rewind it back? What does he lift it or does he?
oh no,
just-
he pulls the gun out of his look. So he's in the trunk. Now the gun's in his hand. Then he puts up right. That could have been his life. So fast.
Oh my god!
So fast.
I didn't do nothing, bro.
It looked like he was trying to hide it.
Oh, he was trying to
behind
hide
his-
it.
He wasn't trying to put it
Was.
away. He wasn't trying to put
Nah.
it back in the car. He was about to take it somewhere. He was gonna go somewhere.
So
He was on a mission.
yeah, so I want to get into that. So Atlanta police officers say we're already working on an approved off-duty assignment at a club on Edgewood when a fight broke out inside because nothing says love like a nightclub brawl. You know what I mean? Officers stepped and de-escalated and security escorted Andre Anthony, who is him, outside. Once outside, he reportedly told officers he had been jumped. You know what I'm saying? So police say his brother tried to calm him down and get him to leave. That's when the unsung hero of the story, the brother saying, let's go home. Let's just get out of here. Which everybody should have that person in your squad to be like, hey, bruh, we all drunk. This don't need to escalate to nothing. Let's bounce. But authorities say Anthony refused and began making threats, including saying he was going to shoot people up.
Well, there it is, isn't it?
That's such a go-to. That's such a go-to saying, bro. Just gonna shoot people up. Police say he appeared visibly intoxicated. And then, according to the officers, Anthony walked to his car, opened the trunk, and pulled out a gun. All right, and that's where we have that.
That's
I just want to point this out. That officer was. I want to congratulate the officer because he could have ended that man's life.
Yes, he could have.
At that moment.
Yes, he
So
could
I
have.
want to congratulate that officer for at least saying, let me try to de-escalate without killing this brother.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let me try to get to a point where I can say, hey, put the gun down. I don't want to shoot you. Because I know, bro, I don't think officers want to shoot or kill somebody. They might not. But
Yeah,
I know for the most part, they
Right.
don't want to do it because, first of all, that's, paperwork, that's PTSD, that's this, that's that. You know, I know. You have to do it.
You
But-
right though.
But I don't think he wanted to do that. And for him to give this man a chance to live,
Yeah.
even though you visibly
Yep.
see this pistol
Yeah.
in your hand,
Yeah.
and you live, hey, bruh, I commend that officer, bruh. I commend that officer.
I was talking to my girl about it the other day. Basically, you know how they're trying to fund DHS, give them more funds and things like that?
Yeah.
Why not put that in the officers that's actually doing it? Like
For
this
sure.
whole ICE thing has made me like appreciate the police officers so much more. Only because we see that there's steps to everything. There's ways to de-escalate, and we see it right here and there. They're doing an amazing job at it, and we see how bad it could be.
100%.
And that was the conversation with ICE. Why are they hitting Americans left and right when police have to do this work like every day and aren't just like, oops, accidentally killing a bunch of people? So, yeah, no, man, shout out to that guy. I do think that is absolutely insane that you thought you was about to go shoot up the club. He got jumped. So he was just basically, allegedly, according to police, about to go answer, I lost the fight with, I'm bringing my gun. Man,
Hello.
boy, if you don't
Hello.
see that's,
And almost lost his life in
Yeah.
the mix of
And
saying,
literally.
I almost shoot people up. I don't
according to
even think
police.
he realized how blessed he was in that moment.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. Guardian angel right there. Okay, and hopefully he turns his life around. If you are watching, if you ever see anybody talk
Yes,
about
Anthony.
this, bro, Anthony, my God, like, please, maybe he could be totally innocent. You know, he's just suspect at this point. But at the same time, like, you just got blessed in so many different ways.
Hello.
Okay. Do you guys remember when that college student was killed at Kennesaw State back in 2024? A man just pleaded guilty for it. That was his former girlfriend.
Yeah, so this guy's his name is Samuel Harris, and like you said, he shot his girlfriend at Kennesaw back in 2024. The lady's name was Alacia J. Franklin, 21. She was a nursing student over at Kennesaw State University. Apparently, this is how the situation went down. Apparently, they got into an argument outside of the community building, the student housing building.
Yeah.
And it led to him firing 11 shots outside of the house and shooting her outside of the building. Then after he shot her, he drove away in her car that she had. Police found him about 10 miles away and arrested him. Tests showed that the gun that he did have at the point in time, because they searched his apartment, that's where he went and took her car to, was his apartment. They tested the gun. They found out it was his, and he had later admitted to it in court that he did it. He's currently pleading guilty to malice murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, possession of a firearm in the school zone. Mind you, bro was not even a student at Kennesaw State himself.
Right.
This is one of the things that's like, guys, bro, it's never that serious, y'all. You can't, man, just walk away. I'm serious about that, y'all. Please just walk away. Don't ever, it doesn't make any sense. This young man lost his life because he wanted to be emotional. He wanted to be violent. I'm not saying he wanted to. I think he was trying to be that way at least.
Well, he pleaded guilty.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Okay.
Firing 11 shots.
Finally,
so
I could say. So yeah, you've pleaded guilty. 11 shots at that,
it's
y'all.
crazy.
This woman, she was trying to be a nurse practitioner.
Come on now.
Trying to save lives.
Exactly. And ladies, this I wanted to talk to y'all too. When y'all get into this area of college and stuff, remove don't do it. These thugs ain't that. Come on now. And not that he might not have been a thug. He might have been a great dude. Who knows? We don't know this thing. But when you in college, be with college folks. All right? Do what college. I remember I used to be in college and I used to want to mess with the local girls, and that ended terrible. I got jumped in the club. Like messing with the local girls. Yeah, bro. Don't mess with no locals or no people that ain't in college.
What?
Be in college.
Why did you get jumped?
That's a story for another day.
Is it? Because I feel like the streets want to know now.
Yeah,
You
we
trying
did.
to let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, pleaded guilty to all that is crazy. His lawyer must have said,
So
I don't know what you gonna do.
So right now he's sentenced to life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you
Yeah.
pleaded guilty. That's, I
Yeah.
mean, what are you gonna do, I guess?
Please stay away from them locals. That's what I was. Yeah, stay away from them locals, y'all. It's never that deep.
The moral of the story, it cannot be.
Stay away from them
Stay away
locals.
from the locals.
Stay away from them locals. Stay away from them locals, y'all.
You guys are terrible.
I'm for real.
Okay, we gotta go to a quick break, but we will be right back after this. Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta, and let me tell you, these teens are ruining everything.
That they are.
They're really ruining everything around here. This time they took over the Battery.
First is Atlantic Station, now is the Battery. Y'all chose the wrong place to go though, because Cobb County don't play
They don't
at
play.
all. So
They don't play. They
yeah,
don't
go
play.
ahead. Y'all can go out there and take over the Battery if you want to. Everybody getting locked up. So I don't know if y'all saw this on social media. A few posts. There was a full scale, like, I wouldn't call it a riot, but it was a takeover with teens, and it started from one social media post, and that social media post blew up, and they said everybody meet. It was supposed to be at the Steak and Shake, so that was the initial spot.
Okay,
was supposed to be the Steak and Shake, and then too many people end up coming, and they just end up taking over the Battery. So take a look at right here. It's not like too much, but you can just see the chaos that is ensuing. Now, these are just kids that are just running across the street. Like, just a bunch of kids just running across the street. Now, this is across the street from the Battery right here. So they probably ran from the Battery across the street to right here. Now, as far as how many kids were there, nobody truly knows how many kids were there, but fights were breaking out. Individuals were crossing when moving cars were coming. There were arrests. The number is not yet confirmed. That report is still in progress. But yeah, man, the Battery was taken over by teens, and I guess the presence of police was probably strong over at Atlantic Station after what has happened.
Right.
And like they had to go somewhere else. And I say this to and I've been saying this for a while, and everybody always is like, man, teen clubs is not where. We had teen clubs when I was growing up, bruh. And nowadays it's not cool to do teenage things.
Yeah.
When you're a teenager, nobody wants to do teenager things. Like, if you're a teenager, I wasn't smoking hookah when I was a teenager.
Oh, no.
I might have been, maybe had a drink or one or two, but as far as like these teens want to do grown adult stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like Teenage Club wouldn't even do teenagers justice.
Yeah.
There is nowhere for teenagers to hang out. There's nowhere for teenagers to go kick it. Nobody kicks it at the movies. Nobody kicks it at the bowling alley. Nobody goes. They ain't got no house really to go over because they teenagers. They live with their parents. You know what I mean? So this ain't it though, especially going to Cobb County. Y'all better pick and choose what cities y'all go to and do this stuff, because Cobb County ain't it. They will lock you up in a heartbeat, bruh.
I don't know who's organizing this stuff.
They are very organized.
They are like, how do you even get that many kids out to one area?
One
I can't-
TikTok.
You know how many weeks it takes to get like 5 of my friends to one location one night. These people will have hordes of teenagers. Boy, you know how mad I would have been sitting in traffic. The light is green, and I gotta wait for kids to run across the street.
I think that is the least of the worries there, Lana. I think the people would have really been pissed that lived in the Battery, because people live in the Battery.
Oh, that's true.
Bruh, now you having hundreds of thousands of kids running through the Battery
Thousands
on a
of
Friday
kids.
night, bruh. Oh, it's up and stuck. And the Battery is supposed to be one of these places where you can go and get away. The reason the Battery moved to the Battery is because it was deemed, I ain't gonna say ghetto, but the Turner Field was like ghetto. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's but what it was. It was in the hood. Turner Field was in the hood. I enjoyed Turner Field, but it was in the hood. But so they moved Turner Field to the Battery, and now the Battery is Truist Park. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a homey feeling. It's more of an inviting place to go.
It's upscale. It's more upscale than even like Atlantic Station.
Exactly.
It's like more. If you've never been to the Battery, there's like a bunch of restaurants around. There's a couple bars. Obviously the stadium. The field is there. Not Turner. Oh my gosh, in my head. Truist Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel bad for the businesses because I would be livid just seeing all these kids around. Because if I go somewhere and I see a bunch of kids, I'm going home.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like the good paying people are going home
out of the door
as soon as you see a bunch of kids here. Oh, must be some kind of kids night. I don't want nothing to do with this. Whatever's about to happen here. So boy, I'd be pissed if I were these businesses.
What?
I think that so I'm looking at it right now. Cobb County apparently has a curfew for some of these kids. Minors are supposed to be inside or off of the premises around 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. So they cannot be outside past 11 p.m. That's too late.
That is too late.
Of course, you see 11 p.m. I mean, that's cutting up hours. 10 o'clock is cutting up hours.
Cutting up
Yeah.
hours.
It needs to be 8 p.m. Get them in the crib then.
Hey,
They should not be past 8 p.m.
I was thinking 9 at the latest, unless they have like a parent, or somebody with them.
Street lights. That's what it is.
When the street lights
come on. That's what we need to see. When the street lights come on, they need to be inside.
Well, here's the thing, man. A lot of these people always say, where are the parents, where are the parents, where are the parents? But a lot of these parents are like our age. They 30, they 20. You know what I mean?
That's
they
so
young,
true.
They young parents. You know what I'm saying? If you got a kid in high school, in middle school, bro, you're around my age. You know what I'm saying? You're around 35. So it ain't, you still in that, you still could technically be in this you could be in the street yourself for real.
Yeah.
You get me? So their parents is probably very lenient and very like, yo, do what you do. And these are black kids, by the way, with y'all supposed to be stricter as parents. I can't get what?
Especially because they have phones now.
What?
Like, we didn't really have phones like that. It was kind of just, I'm dropping you off in the movies. I'll be back to pick you up. There was no Uber.
Yeah.
There was no I can get around by myself. It was like very much guided by parents. So that's why I think it's a difference of like now and then. They can just call an Uber and their parents can just say, okay, well just go. I'll track you. I don't really care what you're doing. It's
For
fine.
sure.
All of a sudden you got hundreds of kids that have shown up in one spot. Parents have no clue. No clue.
None. But then your kid get, God forbid, killed, God forbid, arrested, God forbid, in a big fight that, he ends up killing somebody or
Yeah.
something. Bruh, and then you have to go, well, I didn't know where he was, and oh my God, he was such a good kid. Was he really? Was he really?
You ain't got
You ain't had no idea.
You don't know.
You don't even know your son. You don't even know your daughter. You don't know them like that. Like, they really this type of person in front of you. As soon as they walk out that door, they a whole nother person.
Yeah.
Because y'all never really spend time with y'all children like that.
Talk about them.
Yeah, I'm really digging into it today. Yeah.
Ain't got no kids. Talk about y'all.
I ain't got no kids. But I know how when I have children, I know how I'm gonna be with my children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Still, I think your kids is gonna be cutting up.
Oh, I already know they are.
1,000%.
I think your
I
kids
totally
are
agree.
For sure.
Totally agree.
Oh, I know for sure.
Over
But
here is lying
but
to y'all.
my kids ain't. But here's the thing: they could cut up all they want. I want them to. But it's some type of alignment in the house that's gonna happen too.
And you're gonna be the aligner?
100%.
I can't
Your kid's
see
gonna be
that.
bad
Yeah, I'm telling you, your kids finna be so bad.
I don't mind. I don't
I'm
mind
not
them
trying to
being
put that
bad.
on your
I don't
kids,
mind
bro.
them being bad. I don't mind my kids being bad though, because I was bad, and I know
Well,
what it is.
I think your kid. Oh, I was about to say something.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think your kid's gonna be popular because they're gonna be some. They're gonna be beautiful.
They will. Yeah, my kids will be tight.
They're gonna
Why would they be beautiful?
Well,
You know.
just for many reasons that have nothing to do with anything.
Just saying. Even if they were wait.
What are we trying to say here? What are we trying to say here?
Even if they were black, they would be beautiful as well. Which my kids will be black.
Your kids will be black. Anyway.
All right. All right.
Okay. Anywho, speaking of kids, boy, who was some crazy crime in Metro Atlanta? A woman's ex-boyfriend was just charged with kidnapping her 1-year-old from a townhouse in Atlanta.
This story is so ghetto, y'all. And
Bro.
y'all know me. I don't like to call the black community ghetto and all this, but this one was just plain ghetto.
Yeah.
So Abe Harold allegedly broke into his ex-girlfriend's apartment. She told the officers that the man had been calling her repeatedly, harassing her basically. And so he broke in through her apartment because she was ignoring him through the kitchen window. So he got up in there. She takes off. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're trying to get in." The mom ran into the neighbor's house for help. She left the baby in the crib.
God.
The 1-year-old baby was in the crib and she ran off to the neighbor's house. She left the baby in the crib with a man that just broke into the house. I couldn't believe it. So the police say the suspect went upstairs and then took the 1-year-old from the bedroom. Police searched the area for over an hour. They found the man with the baby, and here's the video. Yep, that's him dropping the baby once they tried to catch him.
Oh man, I'll let you know this. I'll be a better parent than that girl. I'll let you know that.
Now I call this ghetto because it's like also I hate to say it, but like when I'm looking at the reports, they're not saying this is like the father of the child. They're saying that this is just a man, her ex-boyfriend. So this is a 1-year-old around your baby, and he's not even. I'm not saying that there's no reports that's saying it, but from what I'm looking at, there's no report saying that he's the dad either. So the police eventually, when, as you see at the end, he took off. When officers got close, the man dropped the baby, as you can see, and they caught him in a wooded area nearby. The child was given back to the mother, and the child didn't have any serious injuries.
Oh,
That's interesting.
that's amazing. No, because the baby was dropped. You know, I'm getting of age where I'm gonna have a child soon. So babies, you know, they speak to that person, that part of your soul, and that just like cracks something in me. You guys don't get it.
How are you a mom though?
Listen, man.
Leaving a child in the crib.
Look, we don't know the situation.
Yeah, we really don't.
1-year-old.
What do you
But we do know that she's a terrible mom. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Why are you leaving your baby? I'm with Million.
Thank you.
There's no situation in the world that's like, we don't know the situation. No, Lana, we know that she left that baby.
You're supposed to fight.
Hard.
Oh, I know that's like insane to leave because if somebody broke into my house, I'm shooting upstairs where my kid is.
What?
You know what I mean? Like that's
First thing.
the first thing. But how old is the mom? Like maybe she legit was scared because they're saying this man was calling her from unknown numbers repeatedly. Psychological warfare, breaks through, the kitchen window. Now, bloop, I'm here after I've been trying to avoid you. So I just like flee. I mean, what? I only say this because we do so many stories. I say we because I used to be in the news. So many stories about people leaving their kids in the car and it'd be like a hot car death.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not because they're necessarily a bad parent. They literally just I forgot you were there.
How you forget your kid?
That's crazy.
It happens more than you think, man. Where it's like I literally just like they put sensors in cars now that says check the back seat because it's happening so often. People just literally forget. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm carrying a bunch of things. Now the kid's in the back and like they've died in a hot car because I literally just forgot and I was a good mom and now I'm devastated. I wonder if because leaving the kid is crazy.
So in this scenario, you're saying it's possible that she just was super scared and ran out and just forgot about her baby?
If this was like some 19-year-old I don't know how old this woman is, and she was like terrified and busted out the door and went to the neighbor's house, said, call the police. Maybe you think that you're going to take him away instead of, like, maybe he will follow me out the house away from my kid instead of, and you call the police to tell them my kid. Like, we don't know how this went down.
I give you that.
Maybe I want to draw him away. I mean, because I don't see how do you leave the 1-year-old in a, you know,
Go ahead, make it make sense, Lana. Make it make sense.
I'm not trying to make it make you
sense.
literally can't.
Sounds like it.
I'm
Sounds like
just
you're trying to
saying,
make
I don't want to put this, because what if she was I mean, I don't know, or she's a terrible mom.
Unfortunately, she cannot celebrate the rest of February. She cannot celebrate the rest of Black History
This ain't got
Month.
nothing to do with being black.
I'm disappointed,
Not at all.
man. This is
This
one of
one
the.
definitely
no, I'm
doesn't.
just saying, I'm disappointed as somebody that shares the same race with these people. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just like disappointed in y'all.
What?
I hate the fact that I had a report on this ghetto story, and the fact that y'all know me, I'm Black excellence all the way. The fact that I had to call something ghetto is crazy.
He just be revoking people's ability to celebrate
Yes.
Black History
He
Month.
doesn't-
Like,
she doesn't.
Like
hey,
what?
she missing out for the next. She
What
missing
is-
out for the next.
Who is he? Malcolm X? What the,
The next-
what in the world?
Bro, she
ain't-
can't celebrate
You're
the
not the
rest,
super
bro.
black person. You are not the ultimate the leader of the black people that takes somebody. She can't celebrate.
the leader of the Black Caucus.
Yeah.
But the man was charged with kidnapping, second-degree damage to property, and second-degree cruelty to children. So,
Poor child.
He dropped that baby so fast.
yo, he took off, dog.
He dropped that baby so fast.
Yo, he
Look.
took off,
Hey,
dog.
look. Hey, I'm sorry. I've been wanting to say that for the long. Look at this. Drop.
And I'm the
Dropped
problem.
that baby so quick and took off, bro. Hey, I've been wanting to say that for the longest, but I was waiting till we were about to move on to another story so I can really get to it.
Perhaps you should have continued holding on to it.
That's funny.
That's not funny.
That's terrible.
Ooh.
Y'all don't get it.
Dropped that ball like a
It's-
fumble, boy. He dropped that kid. Said, ooh, my bad. Gotta get up out of here.
I'm also thinking though, what if he was just like, hey, if she gonna leave the baby, I might as well take him.
Ah, that's a good point.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, maybe he was like, yo,
Then he wouldn't have dropped him. He would have held on. He would have kept. No, I need to save this baby. No,
Do
he
y'all's
didn't.
moms watch this show?
Nah,
Boy,
my-
I know y'all's moms must be so ashamed.
Nah,
in
my
you
mama
right
know.
now.
My mama know how I am. So this she would be like, oh,
Rondell's
okay.
mom.
She was like, oh, this is normal.
well, he's obviously my influence. So.
Yeah, whoa. You get
I'm
yourself in trouble,
obviously
brother.
being influenced.
You
here.
know,
I actually probably agree with that. You are corrupting young million here. It's just insane. Okay, speaking of corrupting people, terrible segue. Oh my God.
It's not funny.
No, this one is crazy.
This one is not funny.
It's not funny at all. Neither was the last one. There is a youth church leader. Quit laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm ready to read my story.
There was a youth church leader that just pleaded guilty after police say they groomed a middle schooler. Police say they actually exchanged over 12,000 text messages.
12,000 text messages is crazy, bruh.
What do you even talk to a middle schooler about with 12,000 times?
Hey, your Roblox is.
Did you watch Bluey
Oh my
today?
God, what'd you eat at lunch? Who did you sit by?
Peanut
Like-
butter and jelly, or
like-
was it the cheese sandwich
Like,
today?
what are we doing, bro?
That's disgusting.
So, 25 years, no parole. The sentence handed down to a former Marietta youth leader who prosecutors say used his position at church to groom and sexually abuse a middle school student.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, Marcus Kendall Turner, 34, pled guilty to all 11 counts against him in Cherokee County.
Wow.
This case began in May 2023 when prosecutors say Turner used a youth group initiative called Hangout Life Crew as a way to build access and trust with the victim. Now, I want to pause right there and say this. When these youth group leaders, I think these youth group leaders need to be vetted. I think they need to go through a course. I think they
Totally.
need to be, because right now, a lot of churches just let anybody. You join the church and you can become a group really, a youth leader. And then next thing you know, these youth leaders in there with your children for 2-3 hours on Bible study and this, that, and third. And oh, wow, God is leading me to talk to you and let me pray for you and you having problems with your boyfriend? You really don't need to be with this boy, because it's like, dog, you 30-something years old talking to a 16-year-old, 13 or 14-year-old girl
Yeah.
talking about you don't need to be. Bro, let her go be with whatever
Yeah.
she need to be with.
A lot of people ain't talking about that though. The church, the involvement with
not,
kids.
They not, bro. They not. So, over 5 months, investigators say he exchanged more than 12,600 text messages with his child. 12,600 text message is crazy. I'm sorry, I just had to read that over. That is wild. Authorities say many of those messages included sexually explicit solicitation. Prosecutors also allege Turner began isolating the child, spending significant time alone with the victim before the abuse escalated to repeated sexual acts at his home in Cherokee County in August and September of 2023. Now, here are the details that stand out. The investigation only began after the victim's mother called 911 on September 18th. Prosecutors say church leadership had been informed earlier that month, but did not immediately contact law enforcement. What are we talking about?
Wow.
What are we talking about? You hear this and you don't do nothing? And y'all wonder why people stop going to church. And y'all wonder why people aren't believing in the church. And y'all wonder why people don't believe what you spew out of your mouth on that pulpit every Sunday. Because it's stuff like this and we sit back and you allow. This is not something that you said, yo, let me talk to him. No, you allowed this to happen because you knew about it. So you can't say, oh, I didn't allow it to happen. No, you allowed it because you knew about it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
So
No.
it was the church that knew about it?
Yes, the victim. Yes, the church leadership, the leaderships of the church, whoever that may be.
Church is so corrupted nowadays. Again, it's a business. I could already tell what they were probably thinking in their mind is, oh, we got to protect our brand. We're not gonna report it because it's gonna make us look bad. They don't care about people nowadays, bro. They care about their business.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I won't say that for like all church. He's not talking about all
No.
churches
I'm talking
in
about
the
a good
world.
majority of them, man.
But-
The church is a business. They make bank. We reported on it
That
not too long
is
ago.
true. That is facts. But I do appreciate the good churches out there.
No,
I don't
for
wanna say,
sure.
like, I just don't want us to be. Well,
Bashing.
I'm not going to be bashing, church. But I do hear you that like there is like always these problematic things that'll come out because it's an easy place for y'all to hide. Like nobody will ever suspect me because I'm with the church.
Exactly.
And the church, surely the church must have vetted me. And if it's not happening like it needs to be, that's crazy.
You point out a good church to me, I could probably point out 10 demons inside of the church.
Facts.
I'm telling you that,
Facts.
because again, people are protecting the brand.
I hear you.
Facts.
I hear you. They would rather protect the brand than expose that they had somebody like this potentially working there. I was trying very hard not to laugh because, can you pull a picture back up? We see you in the comments. It's really cool to be able to talk to you guys during the show. Y'all talking about he was supposed to be in the Lord of the Rings?
He does look like
I was trying not to lose it while you were talking.
He look like a hobbit.
He's from the Lord of the Rings. Boy, I was trying not to cry, bro.
Oh, he does look like a little hobbit.
He does look like a demon.
Like a little
I'm
elf.
telling you, bro. I could point him out, man. And again, it's always the least attractive.
Yeah, there you go.
I
I just want to leave y'all with this. I'll leave y'all with
Yeah.
this because I do want to move on because I got one story I really want to get to, but I want to leave y'all with this. When y'all are in these really trusting these people with faith and really trusting these people with, oh, I'm Jesus, I'm this, bruh. Please run, because 9 times out of 10, them folks that be lying and them folks that be, and start vetting out these people that come into y'all church, man, because this ain't right. This ain't right.
Yeah.
I hate to see it, and it's time and time again we seeing this, and this is not right. So
Amen.
I'll leave my little piece on that.
Which story did you want to do?
I really wanted to do the boots, man, because that's really
All right,
Atlanta.
let's hit that one first. So, lawmakers in Georgia are actually working on our behalf right now. There's a lawmaker that just moved to ban booting.
Come on now, boot man. Yeah, that's
Let's
me. Get rid of the boots. We hate them. I've already said this before. Georgia may be one step closer to saying goodbye to the boots, and I'm so thankful because $75 out of my pocket every time y'all just bum rush me with a boot for no
Literally.
reason. Crazy.
So
State Senator Josh McLaren has filed Senate Bill 541, a proposal that would ban private car booting across the state, not just Atlanta, everywhere. That's right. No more waking up to a metal clump hanging on your tire, which I hate it.
Waking up?
Yeah.
Wait.
When you, hey, bro, if you park out in somebody's apartment complex and you just get booted for no reason,
yeah, okay,
that's wild, bro.
yeah.
McLaren says this is about consumer protection. His bill would make it illegal for private companies to slap wheel restraints on vehicles accused of trespassing. Translation, if you park wrong, they can't freeze your car in that place. Okay? So this is a brand new fight. Lawmakers are already tightened regulations in 2025. Governor Brian Kemp signed a reform bill. We already talked about this, targeting kickbacks between property owners and booting companies and requiring clear pricing and contact info. All right? So McLaren has been pushing booting reform since 2023, calling some of the tactics predatory, especially lot patrolling operations that wait for drivers to step away, which has been done to me multiple times. I've seen a boot man literally in his car as I got out of my car, and I looked at him, he looked at me, I looked at him, and I kind of gave him like, hey, bro, I'm just going to grab my food, don't boot me. And he kind of gave me the acknowledgement of, yeah, I see you. Walked in, booted my car. I wanted to fight him. I wanted to fight him, but them boot men be having guns on them, so I don't be, you know what I'm saying? I'm good off that.
That's crazy.
So it's kind of crazy. Industry groups argue that if you take away booting, property owners will rely more on towing, which I agree, because it takes longer for a tow truck driver to get there. And if you got my car on a tow, I'm backing that thing up out of there, boy. That thing coming off there, which means instead of paying $75 to unlock your tire, you might be paying triple to get your car back, which is cool. I will, bro. Having your. The only reason I say that is having a boot in your car is the utmost inconvenience. And I'm gonna tell you why. Bro. Tell you why. Having a boot on your car, 9 times out of 10, you get the boot on your car. It take that boot man 5 hours to get back to your car to take that boot off. If you get your car towed, your car will be towed to the tow truck lot. You can get your car back that night if you really wanted to. You ain't gotta wait. It take 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to get your boot off your car, bro.
So you have had your car towed before?
Yeah, I've had my car towed.
You bro, that thing is pricey, bro. That's like 200. I remember
like 110.
And mind you, they let you just say, all right, look, I'll go and get it back tomorrow. There's some towing companies in Atlanta that has charged me $75 per day, dog.
Oh, wow.
So you talking about the booting companies on top of the fee that they already give you. So it's already like $125. You let it sit there for one day, $75. I let it sit there for like a week or two. Almost had to pay like thousands of dollars.
But
dog.
why?
I don't know.
Like that's what
I couldn't even get, because they took my car. I couldn't get back to the place. I couldn't get to the place. You took my car. How was I gonna get to the place?
He said, how you gonna drive to go get the car to drive back home?
What I'm saying, I didn't have nobody here at the time.
You ain't had no friends?
Nah.
Yeah, Uber.
I didn't even have a check on me. Imagine me not even having a check on me to pay the initial $300 to get it out. So now I have to let it wait. For a couple weeks till I get my paycheck. He just took it off. Those towing companies as an alternative is not the move. All
right, so no towing, no boots, no towing. Just let us park for free. How about that? How about just let us park for free? All this money y'all making off of other things, y'all can't let us park for free in the city? God, dog.
But the boots, I swear, like if you don't show up to get your car, they take it anyway.
They tow your car.
Like, so either way, you're gonna get I would just rather y'all go with the towing, because chances are I'm gonna be back before you tow this car.
Flat out.
If I ran in somewhere, there's no way you're going to tow the car before, you know.
That-
But by the
that
time
fast?
by the time you call and I'm back at the car, like toot got you. You know what I mean?
You gotta get it down. You gotta let the lift down. By
Right.
the time you do all that, I'm in
Right.
my whip.
Right.
I'm in. Hey,
Right.
bro. Hey. Put that. Hey. You ain't even gotta attach the wheels. I'm already back in the whip, dog. So yeah, bro. This is good for Atlanta. This is good for Georgia. Like, you know, everybody has always been protesting. Stop the booting. Stop the booting. Stop the booting. Now we might actually see it.
It's basically a robbery.
Robbery.
They're literally robbing. I mean, because I don't see how that's legal anyway. How can you just take possession of my possession?
Crazy.
You know what I mean? No court, no trial, no nothing. You could just do this, boy. Yeah. So that's amazing. But that is gonna do it for us, friends. You know, it's Monday. Little Monday, a couple stories for you.
We
Just
starting
dipping
off
the toe
strong,
in.
baby.
Look, all right. Hey, but that does do it for us. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.